Yes, come on in, y'all. I'm back. Little small technical difficulties.
But it's okay.
Yeah, but we good.
It is okay. So, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm hoping, or should be, excited because we have an extra day, extended weekend.
Definitely.
For Monday, which is the 4th of July. So, I hope everyone has something safe planned to do for themselves or with the family. So today is a special show. If you remember, we said the next show was going to be with the Juice Lady. And a lot of you all, if you don't know her personally or you don't follow her, you don't know that the Juice Lady is Bre, aka Shop Talk co-host Sabrina, owner of Tangle and Locs, and owner of Juice Whirl cold press juice. Yes. So before I let her take over, because you know we're all about wellness, and wellness which entails mind, body, and spirit. And I think a lot of times when people hear me talking about wellness, especially being a fitness instructor, they're thinking just solely working out. But no, your body is your temple,
right? And
you have to be conscious and very intentional about what you do to it, what you put in it, food based as well as liquid based. So we're going to get into that in a minute, but I just want to give a couple of announcements. So for those of you who follow me, you may have seen me flooding my feed page with She Bre's upcoming first of what I know is going to be many fashion shows, the She Black Fashion Show on July the 30th, which is a hair and fashion show. She Bre's and her beautiful daughter that is the owner of Therapy. So get your tickets, and we gave away, they gave away 4 tickets. So I'm sorry if you missed your opportunity to win those, but listen, the tickets are only $30 in advance, $40 at the door. Support. The show is in St. Michael's, Maryland, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. I hope to see you there. And yes, I will be on the runway. The next announcement is, if you're not already following the Show Up Films YouTube channel and or their Facebook page and or the Project Heat Instagram fan page, please make sure you do that. And you can catch your girl, me, in Project Heat Baltimore, May the 21st. We dropped season 3, so episodes are already pending on YouTube, so make sure you tune in. You can also catch me in episodes of Project Heat Connecticut. So underneath the Show Up Films, you have Project Heat, which is based and birthed in New York City. You also have Project Heat Atlanta. Then you have Project Heat Baltimore. And newly installed, you have Project Heat Connecticut. Make sure you like, share, support, subscribe, enjoy. Also, we have the movie Penis. That red carpet is going to be at Hoyt's Movie Theater in Baltimore, Maryland on Nursery Road, September the 17th. The red carpet starts at 5 p.m. Movie starts promptly at 6 p.m. And guess what? You'll see your girl, me, in the movie Penis. So I hope to see you in attendance of that. And shout out to LSET Production, Thomas Leahy. Thank you again for the opportunity to be a part of your project, and I'm super proud of you. Congratulations on this movie. We also have the Curves and Confidence contest. We were looking forward to me passing the crown over to your new queen this year in October, but we are postponing it to next year, October. The exact dates are to be determined, only because more ladies felt as though they didn't have enough time to properly prepare, and we definitely want our queens and the future crown queen to be properly prepared and comfortable. Last but not least, a lot of you know that I am a behavior health professional, and I work with the substance abuse and alcoholism population. And I also sit on the Baltimore City Mayor's Office Oversight Committee with the opioid epidemic. If you know of someone or a friend, loved one, or you suspect someone is in need of some type of support, please send me a message. I will definitely coordinate how to get you linked to some type of treatment, or I can have one of my peer team members give you a phone call and just do an over the phone screening and assessment and quickly link you. Understand that this is hurting everyone, the actual person suffering from the disease of addiction, as well as all of their friends, family, just anyone who love and care about them. So without further ado, let's hear from Miss Bre, because I'm excited. So I think today, I see some pineapple, yummy, and some celery. You know, I'm still like a kid.
It was celery.
But I think she's going to do her thing with it. Right. So I'm going to let her go ahead and have the floor and tell us what's going on here.
Yes. Hey, everyone. This is Bre, the Juice Lady, owner and operator, again, of Tangles and Locs Natural Hair Boutique, and also owner and founder of the up-and-coming Juice Whirl cold press juices. Today, I wanted to broadcast live like we always do, but I wanted to put forth intestinal health, because it's important. Intestinal health is very important. Juice is a great way to assist in intestinal health. I came into juicing because I had issues with my intestines, and I was introduced to juicing through my mom. Actually, I was doing it before and I stopped, and then my mom, she had did a 20-day cleanse, and I did the 10. And after that, I just been juicing ever since, you know, and just want everybody to get this understanding of, number one, gut health, digestive health, whatever you call it, intestinal health. Also, how fruits and vegetables can assist in cleansing. It can assist in helping you with certain ailments, as well as it's good. It has many benefits for your immune system, detox, all types of stuff. So yeah, so today we just going to juice. I have my Nama J2 today, and we're going to, in the food, we're going to talk a little bit, but we're going to get into juicing. Celery, we're going to do celery and pineapple today.
Okay, so I don't know if she thought that because we're both co-hosts of Shop Talk that I was going to take it easy on her.
Right.
But no, wrong. I hope she didn't think that. So I did some research on her, even though I know her. And let me just say, she's also my loctician. And I've been coming to you for how long?
It's been like 6 years now, I think.
Yeah, well over 6 years.
5 years. It's 5 years.
It seems much longer.
Yeah, 5 years. And
the reason why I say that is because I was shocked. And doing my research, I stumbled across a picture of her at the time when I had first met her. And all I saw was the beautiful person, and especially when I sat in your chair, and I was going through a lot in my life at that time, and you just put me at peace. But when I looked at the picture, honestly, I was like, that was for real on my face. I was like, oh my God, I did not know, she was that size, meaning unhealthy. Let me put it that way. Physically
stressed out.
Yeah, physically unhealthy. And then I've always seen her at this size because, again, beautiful soul, beautiful spirit. And that was all I saw. So I'm going to force her to do a side-by-side.
Yeah, I'm going to do one.
Y'all have to see her transformation. But with that being said, I know a lot of people get into trending. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, how qualified is she to be doing it? Like, I for real asked that question. How qualified is she to be giving suggestions, recommendations, feedback, and advice on how to safeguard and care for your digestive system? And then I stumbled across your certification.
Right.
Again, I was like, okay.
I'm a certified juice therapist, y'all. I'm a certified juice therapist through the Complementary Medical Association. So, yes, I'm certified to talk about this information, definitely.
Okay, and I was impressed with that. And I think I want our viewers to also be impressed with that. Although, let me not negate the strength of individuals that are self-taught and are just gifted at doing certain things. However, I think an easy example to give is that you wouldn't go to your homeboy's cousin just because he know how to do triple bypass surgery.
Right.
And someone said, you know, it worked out for them. No, you're literally I hope you're checking the cardiologist credentials and you're looking for an identified professional that has the book knowledge, the hands-on skill set to do it, and that's very important. So I was impressed to start because she never showed it to me. I didn't even know. I just feel like it's one of them things like being a therapist, a counselor, a chef, a nail tech, a beautician. Your license certification is supposed to be visible. And to that aspect, I think you're very, very humble. So
yeah. But I'm gonna frame it. I'm gonna bring it in.
Yeah, you gotta frame it.
Yeah, definitely.
But that drew me to some questions for her. She done already jumped into a couple of my questions. So she's already told us how long you've been juicing. She's already answered my question of what motivated and prompted you to begin juicing, and I'm assuming that was also the segue into your staying committed and motivated to stay consistent with juicing, and now you're helping others.
Right.
But let's get into some more of the fruits and berries of it. Is there a limited amount of juicing that a person should do and or consume?
No. Each day you can consume at least 32 ounces of juice. Like, you literally. I mean, and they can be used as meal replacements because the body, number one, we gotta understand that the body only craves vitamins, minerals, and water. That's what the body wants. It doesn't crave the chicken wing. It doesn't crave the steak. Our appetite crave that. Like all our body want is the minerals and the vitamins that it needs to create that environment where you go into the bathroom on a regular, where you got your energy, where your immune system is built up, and then you will start seeing it on your skin, your hair and your nails and stuff like that. But no, you can 32 ounces of juice through a day you can consume. And I do recommend consuming it early in the morning or before you put anything on your stomach, because that allows it to go through and just, get all that waste that don't belong, get all that waste and nourish. As it's cleaning you, is nourishing. So, and by the end of the night or the next morning, you should have a great full bowel movement. Real talk.
So I'm a little upset that she said our bodies don't crave chicken wings, because y'all know I'm a lover of Royal Farm. I feel like she just cursed me.
Don't get me wrong.
She said that. But it makes perfect sense. I think when we were waiting to start the live, I was saying to you, I was like, oh, my body talks to me and let me know when I put something, hard inside of it, especially if I consume too much salt. Like at a certain time of the month, I crave salt, not sugar. So I'm like chips, popcorn, anything that's salty. But then I noticed the onset of headaches.
Yeah.
And even with slight blurred vision that come and go. And of course, because salt produces water throughout the body. And I noticed that I have abnormal swelling. But that is a good point. And I noticed that even though I eat them things, I'm still not satisfied. So I guess that's another way my body is like, wrong thing.
And it makes your body crave. Like when we eat a lot of like saturated fats, meat products too. That's why it's like I don't negate meat, but if you do eat it, just continue to keep your body clean. Keep it flowing, because our intestines do have a tendency to hold on to that meat. And we all know our body is between 97, 98 degrees. So if you put a piece of meat in the trash can in the heat, close the top for a month or 2 weeks, open it up, it's going to have mold, it's going to smell. And that's why a lot of bowels, when people have bowel movements, they smell, because the meat is rotten, which creates ulcers, which I had, and that's not a good thing. Ulcers, if you have dealing with acid reflux. That's your intestines talking to you, telling you that it's overloaded and it needs to be cleaned out. So, yeah. All your body definitely talks to you. A lot of times we so busy we don't pay attention, but it talks. When it get clean, it really talks. Because now you know what to put in. Like she said, Nicole said she had headaches. When I eat sugar, I get a headache. I know I need to put it down. So yeah, your body definitely talks to you.
Now, for me, in the morning time, soon as my foot hit the floor, I have water that's on my nightstand. So I start my day with 8 ounces of water. In the event that I no longer drank the 8 ounces of water in the morning, since you're suggesting that we start consuming the 32 ounces of juice, would the juicing still give me that water so that I'm not missing?
Yeah, because the fruit and the vegetable carries something called structured water. It's like it's natural distilled water that comes off of fruits and vegetables. That's why when you juice, if anyone is watching that purchase juice from me, and if you set it in your refrigerator and in the morning it looks like water at the top and thickness at the bottom, that's the structured water. So that's what goes through your system and nourishes. And then you got the fiber at the bottom that go through and do its cleaning. So, 32 ounces is good. If you want to start with 12 ounces in the morning or 16 ounces, but the maximum you can drink a day is 32 ounces.
Okay, so you mentioned the fiber, which segues into a second half of a question. How is juicing healthy, and does it remove the fiber? Because I've seen and heard a lot of people say, oh, I don't juice because it takes away the fiber.
It don't. See, juicing, it's like a elixir for your body. It doesn't remove the fiber. It separates it. And that's that separation you see in a bottle when you drinking juice. So no, it definitely doesn't separate. I mean, take it out, it separates it. And actually, the reason it separates it is because that's the elixir of it all. Because you getting pure fiber, your body don't have to digest it. When we eat, like say we make a smoothie, in a smoothie is everything that you blend. Everything you blend is everything that's in the smoothie cup. So if I'm blending strawberries, bananas, apples, or whatever, all of that fiber, all that stuff is all together. It blended fast, so it created heat to blend it. Then it's holding in all. I mean, it's nourishing, but it's not really like juicing is way more nourishing because you are literally consuming all the water that your body, and it's giving your body exactly what it needs. That's why when you drink it in the morning, you can go throughout the day and not be hungry. And then you can drink regular water, and that'll actually enhance, it enhances it, So, yeah, it's excellent.
I think you looked at my notes.
No!
I think she looked at my notes, y'all.
I did not,
because she segued right into
crazy.
Another question I want to ask her. So, is juicing the same as smoothies, blending, and is it the same as naturally eating your fruits and vegetables?
Well, juicing is give your body a chance to not work so hard to digest. Juicing gives your body a break. That's why it can get what it needs. And all you're doing is drinking the juice. The juice is so good, you don't even be thinking that it's working, but it's working. Blending, like I said, it blends up everything that's in a cup. That's it. It doesn't separate anything. It do have nourishing value, but it doesn't have as much nourishing value as juicing. Because juicing, you're actually getting the water and the fiber apart. And when it go through, it work together to give you, and you will see your energy boost. Man, you'll perk up real quick, But blending and smoothie, and I'm thinking that's like close to the same thing. It's creating heat, so you're knocking down a lot of the enzymes as well. When you juice, and that's why it's called cold press juicing, because you're actually just taking this and pressing it, and you squeezing out the juice. So you're not palming it with no heat. you ain't taking no, and which I'm gonna get into about enzymes, because we'll talk about that next. How it helps us digest our food, and that's why a lot of times we have issues with our gut because we don't have the proper enzymes in our gut to digest food. And you can get some of those enzymes from raw food, incorporating probiotics in your diet and things like that, and that'll help you digest and go to the bathroom, because we need to poop. Everyone needs to poop, but as you get older, you need to really cleanse. Like seriously, we don't realize, like, a lot of that has a lot to do with health ailments, cancers, all types of stuff, because the body is holding on to old stuff, and it creates it creates an environment where the toxicity constantly feeding each other. It's feeding each other. It's like going in and out, in and out. So we got juice, y'all. I mean, at least try it once.
So I keep looking at, I'm gonna call it a contraption because it's foreign to me. So is this the same as a Vitamix? Like, I'm familiar with the machine, the Vitamix, because it makes soups, smoothies, and a plethora of other things. But I've seen where people are professional juicers and they're using a blender or they're using the NutriBullet.
Right.
Like, do all machines give you the same outcome?
No. This is a juicer. This is the Nama, the J2. So this is a juicer. So you in the juicer, well, a blender, it got the blade, so it's chopping up food. It's chopping up whatever you're going to consume. So the juicer, it has a wait a minute, hold up.
See, that's why I don't deal with these contraptions right here. You see, it would be thrown in the middle of the road if I had to deal with it.
A juicer contains like stuff like this. This is a plastic. It like strains. The fruit actually like on it. It just this right here is the strainer. Okay. So this is inside of the strainer. So the juice is coming through. This is not a heated blade. It's the juice is coming through and it's straining out of that strainer, keeping a pulp. Because when I start juicing, y'all gonna see over here is gonna be pulp. Over here is gonna be juice. So you separating everything. Blending, you just blending up everything. It's not the same. It's far from the same. Yeah.
Okay, so I asked Bree, the juice lady, that question because I have no choice. Medically, I have to be careful about the trends, food-wise or liquid-wise, that I follow. For any of y'all that have been following me for a period of time, in 2010, I had weight loss surgery, so my stomach is like super sensitive to things. And when people hear that, you get a lot of gimmicks where people are like, oh, I can juice for you, or I can meal prep and I can do this and I can do that. But some of those persons that have offered to juice for me, they did not have this machine. They were actually doing it in a blender. Okay. And now that explains why there was like a negative effect within my stomach. So I want our viewers to know that there is a difference. This is about being a better version of yourself, meaning more healthy, increasing your quality of life. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. So if you're gonna make the decision to juice, even if you have to put a little money away to purchase the proper, most affordable, yet still effective device for yourself, I would say do that. And if you're gonna pay for the service, like me, I pay Bree for the service, because just like how she was struggling with this, I don't have patience for that. I'm not gonna do it.
Right, I can educate too. Don't get me wrong.
But you want to be able, as a customer, you want to be able to ask the person that's providing the service and the product to you, what type of machine are they using, and if it's not one that's really a suggested and recommended effective juicer, then 9 times out of 10, that juice is not going to have the positive impact on your digestive system, your gut, and in which it should and you want it to, which that segues me into another question. Does juicing help you to lose weight?
Yeah, definitely. Anything that helps you cleanse will definitely help you. Along with diet, proper diet. I also I get colonics done to help me stay clean and keep my intestines hydrated. Because like I said, I had issues, very bad issues. I had intestinal issues. I did have an ulcer. I had it for a while before I knew it was an ulcer. And it was bad. And I had to change how I was eating. Because I was eating a lot of saturated fat. I was cooking every day. So, my children, they like to eat. I used to like to eat, working a job that was stressful. That adds to ulcers. Also, I used to smoke cigarettes. That adds to ulcers. So just, coconut water, that's good for ulcers and stomach issues as well. But, the juices, right? That was the question. I didn't went off.
No, it's still valid information.
As far as the juicer, I first started off, now you have two types of juices. You have the centrifugal juicer, the centrifugal style, which is the upright. Then you have the masticator, which is a longer style juicer. If you Google masticator and centrifugal, it'll show you the difference because I don't really have a visual right now. But some of the centrifugal juices are they move too fast. They get you juice fast, but they creating heat to juice the fruit and vegetables, which takes away from the enzyme that helps, rebuild your system. This juicer right here it's like a mixture of centrifugal and masticator because it's still a slow juicer. It's just upright. I love the juicer. This is the best. This is the Nama JT. If Nama is on here, y'all, this is an excellent purchase. But my first juice I bought, it was like $60, and I purchased it off of Amazon. And it was a masticated style. Yeah, I mean it was good, but over time I did get pulp in it, which was fine because I like pulp anyway. But they don't last as long as the more pricier ones. But to start, I would start with a masticated style because it's slow and you get all the nourishment that you need. Now, if you don't have time and you want to juice in the morning, get the upright centrifugal. I had one of them as well. They pretty good. But just know that you're not getting that full effect of the fruits and vegetables in your system unless it's slow. You want it to be slow, not fast, because everything fast ain't good, So yeah, definitely.
So that's it. I really think looked at my notes. I wrote notes, y'all, because I was like, this is a lot of information.
I came here and say, all right, I see what I'm saying.
I want them. Every show we do, we're always hoping and praying that it's a show, or rather a discussion. I don't like the word show.
Yeah,
it's a discussion of substance, and that people can relate to the organicness of the conversation. Because we literally don't. We don't discuss anything until the day of. Today I was kind of like trying to pick her brain just to make sure she was authentic for all of you all. But we do not discuss how either person is gonna present for the topic of agreement for these live stream shows. But I got y'all covered because I know some of y'all are like, come on, get to what I really want to know. Two-part question. Is it time consuming to juice? And if you could give an estimated time frame of if someone decides to start doing their own juicing, that would be helpful. And the second part to that question is how expensive, or is it really expensive, meaning to buy the product, the fruits and the vegetables to do the juicing?
As far as time, it can be if that's not part of your day. That's why I mentioned that centrifugal juicer, because it's fast. You can put your cup under there, boom, twist the top, and you out. Masticated, yes, you do have to take a little more time because, like I said, it's a slow juicer and it gives you all the minerals and vitamins that you need. So, planning, that's what I did. I just planned. I figured out what flavors I wanted. I went and got them things. Just don't get a whole bunch of stuff that you're not going to use. Like, say this week I might do currant apple, ginger. So I go buy 2 bags of apples, probably 2 big bags of carrots, and like a few pieces of ginger. You don't need a whole bunch. And that'll last. I can do probably a gallon or half a gallon. And half a gallon lasts me like 4 days if I just drink one a day. Okay. Sometimes I go in and just drink it all. But as far as priciest, the fruits, that would be based on their budget and also reaching out to different stores, because you can go to farmers markets, which are cheap. You can go to places like Lidl or Aldi's. They be having organic stuff, too. You just pick out what works for you, or you can just, if you really get into it, you can go to places like Restaurant Depot and buy bulk, like the big box of apples and big box. But that's on how much you are juicing, because realize it's fresh fruit and vegetables and it'll go bad. Yeah. So no, I don't find it to be expensive, because it's like I know what it do for me. So, and I know when I was out there doing the opposite, I was spending money for that, So yeah. I'd rather spend money, and I'm not hungry all the time, and I feel good. I'm energetic. I sleep good at night, So, and it's an act of self-love, So it's based on how you look at yourself and what you want for yourself.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I think we allowed her to rest long enough, right? And I see these little teeny cups. Yeah, look at this, y'all. Right. No, I got some cups. That's how she did today, y'all. I thought we was going, like have a big juice party. Oh yeah, she came with these little dentistry cups, but it's okay because she don't know I'll use all these cups. Yeah, but no, I got something for you to put some juice. So while she's getting ready to actually juice, I do wanna put emphasis on the fact that doing the juicing, it is not enough just to juice and begin eating healthy. Mm-hmm. There's some other tools that you need to apply to the circle. Think of your life-changing experience as an ecosystem. Mm-hmm. In order for the system to work properly, everything within the system, which still are other systems. Juicing is a whole nother system. I'd have never thought it was all this homework to doing juicing. But if you remove or subtract one key element within that system, you disrupt the whole mission, the entire goal, and the overall outcome, which is one, to become healthier, which, as Bree said, I think I couldn't have put it any better way, is an act of self-love and self-care. We're constantly talking about that. So you have to put other things in place, and that requires some physical activity. Notice how I did not use the word fitness. Right. Physical activity. Yeah, don't allow yourself to feel pressure to join a membership or, join a gym or whatever. Do these extreme workouts, but once she's finished juicing, I'm gonna give you some very easy at home fun things that you can do to put it all together in a healthy ecosystem. Let's get to this juice. All right, so today we're going to use celery, pineapple. So I'm gonna start with the celery. So we just throw it in there. So celery is real high in water. I'm telling you, this right here, my colonic hydrotherapist, she called it the barometer intestine. One thing about celery, it really hydrates you. And I'm gonna tell you, you drink straight celery juice, man. Great cleanse. So I'm gonna let you taste this first, Nicole. Celery juice. She gonna give me That's the whole point. I'm so sorry, y'all saw that face. Don't nobody like celery. I love it. She just gonna give me a medicine cup of. Okay, I'm gonna take it for the team, juicing.
And some good first time juices, y'all, that you can start with is like curd apple. That was my first juice I did, y'all. You see the pulp coming out if you can, and it dries it down, so it takes all the juice out.
That's what I was saying. Looks dry.
Yeah.
So what I'm noticing, and I do like about this, is I stopped talking before she started because I thought it was going to be one of those loud vacuum cleaner type sounds.
It ain't even loud, really.
It is, and I can see it. You all cannot see it, but it is slow, but it is not loud at all.
Yes.
It almost sounds like one of those old refrigerators that you
Oh,
know is
yeah. Great go up.
it's getting ready to go up,
Right.
and your mother don't want to tell your father, honey, it's time for a new refrigerator. That's the sound that it's making, but I'm still upset that she's just going to give me a cup of
No, I just want you to try.
juice.
And then we do some blend. I'm gonna do celery pineapple. You know, two good powerhouse. Pineapple is real good. It has that bromelain in it, which is good for cleansing, and it helps with your immune system and stuff like that. It carry like magnesium and as well as, and you see the juice just come out.
Oh, wow.
So this is for those pieces of celery that I put in. This is the juice that come out. Green juice.
Oh, this is so dry.
Yeah.
It's no moisture left in there.
Now I'm gonna give you this, Nicole. I don't know how you gonna like it, but it's celery juice.
You got some hot sauce?
I'm done. You know.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, it's alright. It just tastes like juiced celery. But when it's ice cold, it's good. Yeah, it ain't that bad. It ain't, you know.
It's on it. Listen, for those who know me, you know it's never what comes out my mouth you have to worry about. It's the facial expressions. And this is enjoyable at the room temperature. So
right, and ice cold is good. So I'm gonna add a few slices of pineapple.
Okay, then we go Tabasco sauce after all. You know, black people put hot sauce on
Everything. So some, benefits from Juice Whirl cold press juices. Benefits of cold press juice: the detoxification and cleansing of the intestine, which we talked about. It also gives you energy bursts. It just gives you like a jolt of energy. You get a ton of vitamins and minerals directly to your cells. Like I said, your body doesn't have to digest anything. It just, you drink and it just go where it need to go. And you'll notice too, like if you do it long for a good amount of time and you cleanse and then you at the point where you are regular and you just drinking juice because that you like it and you like how it makes you feel, you won't be as hungry as you used to be at all. It actually, and like I said, like Nicole said too, we have to also incorporate healthy activities. I choose to walk, and I do go to the gym 3 times a week. I don't eat meat, but it's good for people that eat meat as well. It is no different. I just choose not to eat meat, and that's because of the stuff that it did to I had a bad intestine. I had acid reflux. I had freaking ulcers. I just left it alone. But
like a kid.
yeah, it's amazing, ain't it? Also, easily get fresh fruits and veggies and enzymes in your diet. A lot of the foods we cook, we don't get the enzymes, and we eat an empty food. It's empty food. You cooking it, and it's all right. Say if you're making collard greens, collard greens shouldn't be all the way green where it's like breaking apart. Like you should still eat collards and kale and spinach when it's in its raw form, because that's where you're going to get your benefits from, and that's the enzymes. Also, if you don't have time to just pick up a piece of fruit every day, this is an easy way to get your serving and beyond in your diet. It improves bodily functions, kidneys, liver, and skin, and more. I just put kidneys, liver, and skin because kidneys and liver are like 2 organs that we have, as well as the heart, but they both detoxify the waste out of our system. Kidneys, you urinate because you're removing waste. Liver is what helps you get that bowel so it can come out. And a lot of us don't know that our liver needs to be cleansed as well.
So that's funny that you mentioned that about our bowels and just needing to have regular bowel movements daily, because I notice when I'm not going regularly due to the fact that I'm putting the wrong things in my body, my lower back starts to hurt, and then my stomach feels and it looks very distended. And that's, for the viewers, it is very important to have regular bowel movements, because that's a sign that your intestines are literally raveling. They're tying themselves up in a knot. And I have known of some cases where people have had to be rushed to the OR to have surgery. So,
and some people get so backed up where they poop from the mouth and the butt. Like, you know, it's too TMI, but these are things that happen.
Yeah.
And I think we overlook it because our eyes are faced outside. It's not faced on the inside. So we don't see what our system is going through. We just feel the ailments, you know.
Right.
So if we physically could look inside our body, wait a minute, y'all, be right back, because I got a picture of the intestines. Hold up.
This better not be nothing gross as she is about to show, because y'all gonna see a whole scream and crazy looking face.
This is the intestine. This is the actual intestine. This is your actual intestine. This is a healthy intestine. This is the healthy intestine. This is the healthy intestine. And these are intestines that have been obstructed by, you know, whatever deficiency that goes on. This is the obstructed, and this is the healthy intestine. So, you know, a lot of times when my clients are in here, and some of them that do have issues with their stomach, we'll be talking, and then when I go get this, they sit there and be like, wow, I never really knew that the stomach is connected to each and everything. Your thyroid, your mammary glands. Your intestines is connected to asthma, kidneys, adrenal gland, your bladder, testes, you know, all of that. Blood sugar, your throat, your esophagus, you know, gallbladder. You know, this is very important. Very, very, very important. You know.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that she's excited to share this information, or the fact that she just happened to have this picture at the salon.
Right.
So she can show her customers
what
it looked like. But I applaud that, because I'm a combination learner. You know, there's a such thing as learning styles. Some people are just verbal, audio, they can hear it and they believe they get it. But I think when you're talking about the internal part of the body's wellness, visual aids help you to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And this right here, these two, this looks swollen. Yes. I would venture to say that these two would land you in somebody's OR.
Yeah. And also, too, you know, a quick tidbit, some quick information. Our intestines is also, and it don't seem like it, but it's connected to our spirituality as well. Because when you get intuition, like we have chakras, you know, we have your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, you got your throat, your heart, you got your the solar plexus, sacrum, and you have your sacral chakra, which is your root chakra. So these chakras right here, like the one right here, the yellow and the orange, you got your sacrum and your solar plexus. They connected to your intuition, you know, decision making, and these are things y'all can look up. I ain't just talking, you know. Just go Google intestinal health and chakras and how it affects. And it affects your intestine. All of that. Your intestine affects a lot of things. Wow. It's amazing.
That's interesting how, you know, and what's more so interesting to me is that we spend, America spends billions of dollars with pharmaceutical companies just prescribing this pill to help you with this,
Yeah.
and then that pill has side effects. So you end up spending more thousands and thousands
Right.
of dollars for a pill that's going to counteract, and so on and so on. And it keeps going on and on. Whereas God has given us all the healing that we need before we take the scientific approach. All of this from using, and she still got a half a bucket
Of celery.
of this.
Yeah.
This celery. Wow.
It's wild, man.
It looks so pretty.
It did great. You know, yeah.
It looks so freshly green and pretty.
Also, 3 more things that juicing, the benefits. It builds your immunity. So anytime you take waste and inflammation out of your body, your immune system can build. If it has inflammation, sickness starts with inflammation. Even Dr. Sebi said that. You know, so these are just things and tips that we are not taught on a regular. You know, these are things that our ancestors and people who was living off the land knew about, you know, and we lost our way because everything is fast, you know, and not knowing the fast, it costing us our health. It's costing a lot of people their health daily. And this is not really information that they proud for you to share. You know, some people get blocked for sharing these type of things because people really don't want you to free yourself. You know, you, like I said, taking control of our appetites. It's a mind thing. Taking control of your mind and just taking your power back. That's pretty much it. You know, and that comes like a form of self-love, self-care. It ain't always about getting your nails and toes and stuff done. It's about self-care. It's taking care of yourself as well. I look at exercising as self-care because I feel great when I walk out of there, you know. So it's like we just got to be grateful for our bodies, thank our bodies. You know, they organs, they are alive. You know, we thank our body for walking, keeping us standing here on this earth. Our legs for keeping us, you know, standing up. Our feet for walking. You know, we got to thank our heart for pumping blood. Thank our kidneys for releasing waste that we don't need. Because if it didn't work, we would be dead.
So I'm amazed. I'm impressed. I'm surprised that she still had this half.
And I'm gonna just take that home because that's too much. I'll do that later.
So the taste is good, although you should not be juicing or doing anything just for the enjoyment of it. But for me, I'm like so serious. I'm discouraged when things have like a little funky going in taste or funky aftertaste to it. It seriously, it discourages me, and I guess that's just the kid that still lives within me. You think about when you're trying to give a baby medicine, you know, they make the faces there, right? And so this is really, truly pleasant. Just 2 basic things. The vegetable of celery, which is water-based, and then you have the pineapple, and it doesn't taste hot and like a sugary type flavor.
It blends in.
Yeah, and it doesn't have that pulp aftermath at the bottom. Even when I drank it from the cup, it wasn't that pulp aftermath from the beginning. So as we start approaching our wrap up of this session, I first want to say thank you to you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for asking the questions.
For doing this. And I hope if anybody is tuned in that you will share this with someone else that might be suffering from definitely colon problems, issues, or other, you know, medical issues. Because what I found amazing once I lost weight, because I was like 423, probably I probably was a little or a lot more than that. I noticed I just felt better, and it had nothing to do with looks. It had everything to do with the fact that I was able to come off of all the medications that I was on, my copay as it pertained to the constant and frequent doctor visits that I had to take when I was extremely unhealthy. My internal body felt really, really good. And I want to give thanks to Dr. Suyi Park because she became my doctor and just started educating me on, and you don't find a doctor like her that often, but she was like, stop taking so many medicines. You know, she was really promoting and fostered within her own life the importance of using the natural things from the earth, like changing my stress level. And I noticed you talked a lot about that throughout this discussion, and we've talked about it in many other previous discussions, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it as we continue to do these discussions once a month. But she really incorporates that in her medical practice, and I appreciate that. And when she started suggesting different things like the juicing, and again, I was like, I don't have time to be juicing. So, and for me, with my busy schedule, I definitely look into time-wise, but I think about the money I would spend on eyelashes. I can't say my hair because that's not that's not really expensive, but on eyelashes and just spending frivolous money on going out and doing stuff that really you could go without doing. This is very, very affordable if it's gonna help me live a healthy life quality. So thank you for that. And if you're not already following her, please make sure you do so. When I reshare this video, I'll definitely put her information that's there. But I know there's a proverb that actually says that health is wealth. And what that means is being healthy, free from disease and or diseases, both physically and mentally, is definitely wealth. So never demean the value and the strength in your health. Health is definitely wealth. Before we start to wrap up, you had a book here. I got it. No. Well, I was delirious because I had some chicken wings just now. Thought I was delirious. What is the book?
Okay, it's called Fresh Fruits and Vegetables. I like Dr. Norman Walker. He's a author, and you know he talks a lot about gut health, colon health. Actually, this is his chart, the colon chart. That's his chart. And he also has a book called The Colon Health. It's a red and white book. You can purchase it on Amazon, but it's very, very knowledgeable. It has a lot of information in that book. It really breaks down how everything is attached to that colon, and all your ailments are coming from that. You know, whatever ailment it is, it starts there. It starts there, and that's because that's the first thing we open our mouth. That's how we put things in our body, through our mouth. You know, so we just gotta be mindful. Our health is definitely our wealth, because as long as you got your health, ain't no reason you shouldn't be doing anything. You should be chasing your dreams, following your goals, all of that, because you got your health and strength. And if the great God brought you through something, you should be out here sharing it and assisting others.
Okay, so if you could go underneath of the video and put the information for both books.
Yes.
So Bree is going to share the information for this particular book and the other book, and that way you can also click on her name and follow her. She's also taking orders. I'm placing my order today.
Yes.
I'm going to hold off on the hot sauce because this was really a nice mixture. I know typically I get the teas from you,
and the sweet kisses.
So if you could share with them what the sweet kisses is, because I suffer from chronic knee and just overall joint pain.
All right. So actually, the sweet kisses is celery, pineapple, and apple.
What?
Yeah. So this is half of the sweet kisses without the apple. So So pineapple, celery, and apple. Now, if you want to go purchase a juicer, just shop around. I be seeing many, not expensive at all. I done seen some at Kohl's. Omega has a nice one, a nice reasonable one. Also Amazon. You got places like your home shopping networks. You have your QVC. They have, I'm a fan of buy now, pay later. That's just me. I don't like boom, throwing my money out there like that.
And Amazon does that now.
Yes, they
People
do.
who don't know, you can pay in 4 installments depending on the price. And PayPal allows you to get the product and pay them, but keep in mind, once you don't pay them, you can't use that.
Right,
again.
So get it and make sure you pay. You know, but if you do get a juicer and you want to know a good juice to start with, I started with simple currant apple. That's it. Carrots have great benefits. Apples have great benefits. They both taste good together, and you will notice a difference in your body when you do start using it. A good cleanse. I always like to incorporate beets. A lot of people don't like beets. So if you don't like red beets, they have golden beets. Golden beets are sweet, and they give you that sweet taste, you know. But like everything good for us ain't always sweet, you know. So you just gotta make it work. You just gotta make it work for you because it's beneficial. And like I said, we gotta love ourselves. This society that we're in today is taking us far away from ourselves because it's keeping us distracted and focused on stresses of life. But take that time. I talk to so many different people on a daily basis that say, I don't know how to meditate, or I can't find time. Yes, you can. You have to make time.
We make time for what we want to.
Right. You have to make time. Make time to sit down and just breathe in and out with your eyes shut. You know, you ain't gotta be thinking about one thing. Just relax.
Yeah.
Just relax. You know, and then you will hear and start realizing that your body talks to you and it tells you what you need. It's just what we listening to the outside world is loud, and you know we don't know, and that's why we constantly keep giving ourselves things that they don't want.
Correct.
So, thank you all for listening.
Before we close out, we said we was going to give you the other piece of that ecosystem, the system within the system to keep it all jointly locked.
Yeah.
So some quick at-home exercise. Bree already told you she walk. I jump rope. I definitely walk. I go swimming. I roller skate.
Yes.
You can go on YouTube and find some fun dances, or you don't even have to join TikTok, but you can troll TikTok and do the dance challenges. When COVID first hit, lots of people, that was pivotal to them starting their physical wellness part of their journey. You can always do the basic sit-ups, push-ups, crunches, planks ill, squats ill.
I can't stand them, but they work.
High knees. You can do bicycles where you're laying on your back, your legs in the air, knees bent, and you can just do the bicycle. And notice, at no point did we say you had to go out and buy equipment. You do not have to join a gym. You do not have to go out and buy gym equipment. Bree just said you can do jumping jacks. If you have steps in your apartment building, in your house, you can walk or run up and down the steps. You can do it forward. You can run up and down the steps sideways, fastly, slowly. I'm a fan of slow. Slowly is the quickest and easiest, most proficient way to get to the finish line, which is your consistent goal. Understand that when you're doing the jumping jacks, the push-ups, the crunches, you want to do sets versus your reps. Here's the difference for people who do not know. Your set is actually the number of physical action that you're doing. For instance, one full bicep curl. That's what a set is. Your rep is your repetition, the number of those sets that you do within the consistent movement of your body. But please give yourself a 5 to 10 to 15 second rest period in between and listen to your body. You don't have to start big. You just have to start. And with that being said, I am Dr. Nicole Wagner. As always, love yourself, love each other, do so unapologetically.
Right, and I'm Bree, the Juice Lady. Love yourself, y'all. That's number one. Self-care. Take time for yourself. Feed yourself first, because you can't pour from an empty cup.
See you next
See y'all.
discussion.
Peace and love.
I like this setup because I could go